Hot day today, man. Really, really hot day. Stuffy. Tufts. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, YouTube. What's going on? It's your boy, Joey Does Tech, and welcome yourselves back to a brand new video. So in this one, we're going to be taking a step back. And when I say step, I mean possibly five or 6 months worth. You'll be able to see a card in the top right hand corner of your screen right now, and it's me messing about with an iPhone 5. I think that message was me, so apologies if you thought you got a message just then. I've replaced the screen on the iPhone 5, the battery, and the charging port, and the next step up is the housing. I bought the housing from eBay, and you'll be able to see this on the screen now. It does actually come with a few added extras, which actually makes this process a lot easier. It means I don't have to take everything out of the iPhone 5 and transfer it. I only have to take some bits. It's still going to be extremely fiddly. There's a lot to it, but I can't wait. I think it's going to be quite a lot of fun. I am just going to disclaimer this because if I didn't, people who are new to this video are going to be like, what? What do you mean? The front of my iPhone is cracked at the top, and I'm unable to get any screens at the moment because the seller that I use doesn't have them. I am more than confident in replacing the screen on an iPhone 5 now, but originally when I went to replace a screen on this, I pushed too hard on the camera at the top, and unfortunately we cracked the screen. So there will be another video about the screen, but that's later on. As far as I'm aware, everything in this iPhone works fine. Camera, buttons, speakers, etc. So all we have to do, I say all we have to do is, if it's going to be easy, it's not going to be easy. All we have to do is take the parts and put it in the other housing. Enough jibber jabber, let me take you over to the desk and let's get this started, man. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to apologise because the microphone that I'm currently using, I've got a fan on in the background because it's so hot in the UK, man. I don't know what's going on, but also might pick up some sounds from outside. So if it does in advance, I am sorry. I'll try my best to edit them out completely. So yes, as you've guessed it, I am indeed going to be watching a video. I mean, it wouldn't be a Joey Does Tech video if he doesn't watch a video on how to do it first. That's where the whole no experience / beginner thing comes in, right? So here is the iPhone, the one that is my trusty iPhone and works with no issues, is the one on the left. It's going to be really interesting to see because this is on the new camera, the camera that I'm using up here, and the previous one was recorded using a webcam, so hopefully we'll be able to see the quality difference. Like I said in the intro, the screen is cracked because I have tried to replace it. The replacement went well, other than the fact that we cracked the top, and that's because the camera wasn't seated correctly. So I will look to replace that in another video. So this is the housing that we've actually bought from eBay. Now it does include a ringer, headphone jack, volume buttons, power buttons, and a flex cable which is fitted. I did purchase a flex cable because I clearly didn't read the description of this one. What it doesn't include is the battery, which we have in the other phone, the SIM tray, which again we have in the other phone, which is missing from here, and also the back camera, which again is in this case. There aren't any videos on YouTube that specify in just replacing those things, so yeah, I've had to like scrounge around and find a video that kind of does it all, and I'm just gonna try and guesstimate my way from taking everything out of here and putting it into here. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. Enough talking, let's get started. Screwdriver, yep. Suction cup, I've not had to use this in a while. Forgot about that actually. SIM card tool, which is gonna be handy. Now I do need 00 Phillips, which is gonna go down here. I'm thinking it's this one. So anyway, we'll give it a try just to make sure we can get these two screws out. Now most of the things that I do are going to be zoomed in because I want to show off the camera. So yeah, first of all we're going to take out these two screws. I think this is working. Yeah, here goes one. These screws are extremely long, so don't be surprised if you're screwing for a very long time, which makes a change. Oh, this one's actually threaded, I think, because it came out really, really easy. So that's not good. Okay, now we're going to take off the front screen of the iPhone, and we do that by putting a suction cup just by the home button here and lifting up slowly. Now I've taken this off numerous times, so I'm hoping it's going to be quite easy. Slowly but surely you can see it lifting up, and this is now why we use our little guitar pick that we have here. Let's try that again. So I'm going to pull it from the sides and just slowly, there we go, call it over this side. And there we have it. We've just lifted it out. So we should be okay on this end as well, just slowly but surely. And there we have it. And again, you don't want to overextend, because if you overextend, you've got this little area here, which is what we're actually, come on camera, you can do it. Come on. In there we go. We've got this little area here, which has all the ribbon cables underneath. And if you overextend it, it will just completely snap and you'll bugger up these cables. So now what we're gonna wanna do is take out these screws. Now what I need to try and do, okay, 2 seconds, I've got an idea. This is in fact my YouTube book. If you're into origami and I've triggered you, I apologise. There we go, we have our iPhone. I'm gonna try and put the screws relative to the iPhone. Obviously I know about these ones because they're the Pentalobe ones, so I don't really need to worry exactly where they go. Okay, so first off, again, we open up. I'm gonna remove these Phillips screws that we have at the top here. So there's a total of 3. So we take our screwdriver head. I think I can magnetise it. I don't think this one's magnetised. No, it's not. I need to grab my ceramic tweezers. Ceramic tweezers, very, very handy in situations like this. So we take this up. There's that one. Again, it's not magnetised, so I'm going to put it over by this. Very important to know exactly where that one goes. Now, again, you can either use a spudger, or I think I can just use my ceramic tweezers to pry up the cables, the ribbon cables that is. So there's one. Two, and then there's one right at the back as well, a bigger one. So that's 3. So all of those can now come out, and there we go. We have it. We have the screen off. Now we're going to take these out really, really quickly, and what this allows us to do is, believe it or not, disconnect the battery, which is always, I think anyway, one of the most important things that you need to do. So what I'm going to do is just put that there, because that's the one in the middle. This is the one at the bottom there, and this is for the shielding bit at the top. And then take this bit, put it here. That's for that. Take this out as well. And then again, we can just lift off this one here, which is the battery. There it goes. And then we should be able to just lift the battery out. Good, there we go, and the battery's out. Usually this is a lot stickier and stuck down with like adhesive tape, but because I've taken it out before and replaced it, this is in fact not that sticky. What I might do this video is just use some double-sided sticky tape to put this back in. Okay, now we remove this ribbon cable down the bottom. Along with the antenna cable, so it's plugged in down here. Just like so. Prop this up a little bit, if I can, just to try and get it out of the way. There we go. Same with this, which is glued nicely, so I just need to be really super careful when prying this up. It's extremely sticky. And then what we need to do is, there's 2 screws. There is one here and one here. I need to grab a flat-ended screwdriver and take those out. Now you want to be very, very careful, I've been told, with these ones, because you don't want to apply too much pressure and force, because if you do, especially when you're screwing them back in and your screwdriver slips, it could do some damage to the board, so you just need to be careful with that. Oh, we've also got a cheeky Phillips here that I need to get rid of as well. There we go, it's come out nice and easy. And again, you can put it on my little side. There it is. It does, at this point, mention to take out the SIM card tray. So here we go, very, very simple. SIM card tool, SIM card tray. Bosh. Pull it out, Bob's your uncle. Stick that up there. and we carry on. Okay, there is also another cable that we need to remove, which is this one that runs down again on the oh, was it that one? Okay, so we need to get this one off, and we also need to get this one off. So there's two that are now free. Hold on. Oh, okay, yeah, it does say to, so it says to remove these two and just put them over a little bit, because then you've got a screw underneath again, which is Phillips. Take it off, and again, put it on our little diagram. So far, so good, guys. I think we're doing well. And now it's telling us to, again, apologies if you guys can hear the plane. It's telling us to take this one off, pull it back, like so, which is good, I guess. And then we've got a couple of screws. We've got this one here, and this one here. So let's get right on that. So I'm going to do this one first, which is the flat head. And that one is not magnetized. So, and then we switch to the Phillips. That's not Phillips, this one's Phillips. 1, 2. 1, 2, how'd you do? And now we should be able to simply take this bit out. Put that with the screws that I've just taken out. And remove the camera, supposedly. Should be able to then just lift up the camera. Well, the camera's lifted up, but it's obviously a part of the logic board. So what's next? We now have two screws at the top that we need to get out, which look like they are indeed Phillips. I think in terms of screws, these are the hardest ones to get in and out because they're at such an awkward angle. That's two. Okay, now I think this is where the magic happens. I think we can take the logic board off now, which is scary because that's like, it seems massive to me, you know? So let's just try that. But there is a cable underneath, so we need to be extra careful, right? So we're gonna lift this, we're gonna turn it around, you ready? You guys should be able to see in a sec. Turning it around, there's a little cable, a little antenna cable, see if I can get close up. Crazy, man, how this camera picks up. And before I was using a webcam. See there? See their antenna cable? So we're just going to unplug that. There we go, and I think we're going to be able to remove it. I think. And there we have it, the logic board from an iPhone 5. What? It's crazy. First time I've ever taken it out and removed it, man. Mental. Okay, so I need to transfer the motor, is the first thing, over to the new part over here, which is this top bit here, over to this bit. There's currently two screws that hold it in, so hopefully I'm just going to be able to pop straight over. So let's just try that real quick. So again, we'll take off this screw. I'm actually just going to put this screw here for the time being, over in the corner, because I need to use these two anyway. So I'm going to transfer them straight over. And then there's one at the top of the case, which I need to get out, which is the other one holding the motor. Again, these ones are fairly tricky because of the angle that they are. Okay, there we go. So that's that out, those two screws. And then I should be able to just simply, nope. Oh, okay, fine, there's a screw here as well. So this metal part on top is in fact I'll show you in a sec. So show you what I'm talking about, that goes at the bottom there. So there is like a metal clip here, which holds the motor down for when it vibrates, which I need to put, oh, that's, okay, it's a part of the motor apparently. All right, well that was fairly easy. I think it's stuck to it then. So that should just go down like this. And then we should be able to put our screws in. Just want to make sure I've got the alignment right. So I'll work backwards and I'll use the bottom screw first. Hands are shaking, man. I'm nervous. I'm really, really nervous. Okay, so this screw is going to go in. Again, I'm putting it in here. Very loosely, by the way, because I don't want to do it too tight. I want to make sure everything is in place first before I end up screwing a bit too tight. That's that one. I've got this one for the side here, and then I've got the last one which goes up at the top, which was a pain in the arse a second ago. So, see if I can get this back in. He shoots, he scores. Okay, so that's the first bit done, I believe. The motor is now successfully in. I'm just going to tighten ever so slightly because I might need to come back to it. So I'm not going to over tighten in any way, shape or form. I'm literally just I like to call it finger tightening. The next bit I notice is there's like a shield covering here, which I need to transfer over to here. So we're going to do that real quick. So again, it's just should be a simple unscrew and screw in process, transfer over. So that one is at the bottom. So I'm just going to very carefully drop that. Oh, no, I'm not. I'm going to throw it at the phone, apparently. I'm just going to drop it like that. Just slowly put it in place. I think it's just to like secure the cable. I'm going to put the bigger screw in first and just make sure we get, actually no, the easier one to put it. No, we'll go for the bigger one. Actually no, we'll go for the smaller we'll go for the smaller one because the smaller one is magnetized, whereas the top one isn't. In the bottom, tiny. I'm only twisting it like once because I just need to make sure that in this case it's completely lined up for the top screw. Oh no, it's just spun around. Maybe I should have done it a little bit tighter than that. It's going to be a pain. Okay, I've dropped it there. Is it going to be a first timer? No, it's not. We were so close. Oh, this one's a bit of a tricky one. There it is, slowly but surely. He shoots, he scores. Slowly tightening it up, and there we have it. Now I think this needs to be tightened a bit more because it's next to the camera, and if it doesn't, it's going to be poking up. And I think we just very slowly but surely work backwards now. So I need to put the 2 screws up. First of all, we need to put the logic board in. Make sure it slides underneath this and the antenna. And of course, just need to plug that antenna in first. So again, tricky one, tricky part. I think this just goes to show how long I've had my iPhone. Look at that, see that burn? Wow, I don't want to mess anything up right now. It's quite small. Okay, that's been put in, and then we're slowly just going to put it on its back. And down the bottom here, we're just going to slide her on in. Oh, wait there. So there is something underneath the logic board which needs to come up. Which actually is quite important, Joey. So again, just taking my time. No stress, no drama. This bit here needs to fold back under there, like so. The logic board just needs to slide back down. And I also just need to make sure that all of the screws line up. So I need to make sure this is dead perfect with all the screw holes that we've got. Honestly, it looks like it could come down a little bit, I think. Now, I've just got to be careful in terms of what I'm touching. I don't want to go too far here and break it. But let's put those top screws back in now. It's quite awkward to get in. Again, I'm not going to do too tight just in case I need to make any changes at all. That's another one in. Okay, good so far. As you can see, you guys should be able to see there and there are the 2 screws. See that? Yeah. Okay, so we just need to make sure now that the flash and camera are seated properly. Now this is what I didn't do previously, and this really messed me up because it cracked the screen that I replaced. There's like a, on this one, so what isn't in my other case, on my other case, sorry, where the flash is, there's like glass over it. On my other case, which is my old one, and again, I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, there is no, you see where that hole is? There's no glass there. I'm trying to put this down as much as I can, the flash, but I really hope that that's not blocking it and will crack the screen because I'll be angry. Okay, so we're just going to put 2 screws back in now, just to stabilize the board a little bit, so when we're putting the ribbon cables back down, we don't have that movement, which is always good. So we'll do the 2 flat-headed ones where it looks like there are gold contacts here. Ooh, I've just seen something. The antenna was wedged. There we go. That fits a lot better. The antenna cable was wedged underneath, so I had to be really, really careful. There. That's a lot better. I've just heard a click as well. I'm hoping it wasn't a snap. I think it was a click. Decent. Goes in down here. Again, guys, be really careful. I don't know if anyone's following this, but if just be really, really careful when you're putting them back in, because again, if you slip, it could be GG. And oh, sorry, there is one more that you put in, which is the top right one that we have on the paper. There we go, wicked. Okay, so what we're going to do now is attach the charging cable as well as the antenna. So we're going to put this down first. Make sure it's all flat. Just trying to line it up. There we go, she's in. And now again, like I said, we've got to do the antenna cable, which can be a little bit tricky apparently according to the video, because I think it's just so small. However, we've done it first time, luckily. So that is all seated properly, and there we go. So we've got this cable here. I'm just worried about this, a little bit, come up a little bit, but it should be okay. And then we've got the antenna cable here, which has just popped in absolutely beautifully. We do another 2 screws, and I'll show you which ones they are. So we take our Phillips again. I don't know if you guys can see where the screwdriver is pointing. The other one needs to go right here. So apparently we can now plug in the main flex cable for the power and controls. There we go, should be good, decent. It doesn't say anything about plugging the other cable back in yet. But now apparently we have to put the retainer clip back over the flash. Now this is where it might get a little bit iffy. That glass is definitely blocking it. It's definitely blocking it from going down. Oh, wait a minute, okay, I've just found something. Whether this is gonna work or not, I have no idea. I could end up breaking it. There's like a, there's one already on it. So I'm gonna take it off. There we go. Expertly done, I think. It's because it's part of the case, and that's what's broke. Love that. We just figured that out. Good stuff. Definitely a lot better. Okay, now I'll see if I can put this on. And then second screw. This one's tiny, man. Okay, it looks to go in absolutely fine. Good. Okay, fine. That's that bit done. So there we go. It's a lot more flat now. A lot more flat. It's looking good. Looking juicy. And there is like a little antenna bit here that we need to put down. So that's gone down already. That's now down, I think. Yeah, that's down. And then we need to put these 2 down as well. So this is the flex cable that they're talking about. That's gone down. Got this sticker bit. Forgot about that. And then I'm hoping that one goes down as well. Which it has. That one's down nicely, that one's down nicely. That one at the top is also down nicely. Good stuff. Okay, so it should now be, I'm gonna say simple, but it's not simple. Putting the screen back can be quite difficult because you need to line up all of the ribbon cables. So we'll go ahead and try that. 1, 2, 3. Okay, you don't get that lucky usually, okay? You do not get that lucky, but it's 3. 1, 2, 3 at the top. You can't really see it because my camera's not focusing and it's playing hardball, but it's 1, 2, 3 at the top, boom, boom, boom. And we've just managed to do that pretty easy. Okay, so those are all in, which is really, really good. And now we put in the, oh wait, this is gonna be, okay, right, let's try and, so I'm gonna hold this here. Oh. Okay, just secure it, secure it, secure it. There we go. Okay, we got that one, which is the hard one. This one's the top one. And then we've just got the last one I'm going to take the tweezers for. And just kind of try and put it in place. There we go. Take this. This one is not magnetic. There we go. Okay, and right now we're on the finishing touches. Again, I said, we need to put the battery in now, which should just slide in. Make sure it's all connected properly, push down, etc. Put this in. There we go. Nice, that's now all attached. Make sure it's attached properly, which it is, which is good. And then we have the final finishing, I can't believe this is almost over. The final finishing touch, let me just move that down here. So this goes on first. No, it doesn't. This one goes on first. Oh, oh. Just here. Okay, so I'm going to put the middle screw in first because that seems logical, right? Now we go for the other one. There's that one, I think. Yeah, and then we've just got the last little one. Okay, this is what we live for. This is the moment of truth. This is where I was taking all my little screws from, by the way. So I laid it out exactly the same, as you can see, same size as the iPhone 5. And I was just laying the screws out. That's really, really helped me. Okay, this is it. Now, before, it's worth mentioning, the power cable was horrific. The power button was horrific. It would never work. I would have to literally push my thumb on it as hard as I could to make it turn on. So this back plate already had the flex cable for the power, the volume and the vibrator already installed to it. So it's all brand new. So I'm hoping it's going to work. This is the moment of truth. This is what we wait until the end of the video for. Let's do it. Nothing. All right, let's try again. Maybe I didn't hold it down for long enough. I'm going to push it hard. I'm gonna push it really hard. This is how I had to do it before. Not turned on at all. Okay, that's not good. That's really, really not good. Okay, I'm gonna put the screen back out, like back in fully, just so I can give it a proper, what's that from? No idea. Get this spudger off of it. There we go. Jesus. Okay, yeah, I'm gutted that it's not actually turning on. The buttons feel really, really clean as well. Right, now we're gonna, this is the moment of truth, okay? This is me really pushing it. Nothing, man. Really, really pushing it. Not working. Okay, I'm gonna go and try and plug it in and see if it charges, I think is the next thing. So I'll be right back. It had battery before, so I don't see how this is gonna work. Oh, okay, all right. My heart has started going again a little bit. Why didn't it turn on when I pushed it? It vibrates, which is good, which means the motor's okay. Oh, okay, it's on. But it's got 59% battery, man, so why is it not? That button doesn't work still. The lock button. Makes no sense, man. So can I lock it? Okay, so this is weird. This is really weird, right? The top button doesn't work. You can hear me clicking it, it's not doing anything, right? However, volume up, volume down, ringer, vibrator, all work fine. What's really interesting is this has a brand new flex cable, which is for the volume and the power and the vibrator. Brand new, that came in the housing. It's got brand new housing. Not only that, it also has a brand new button. So why doesn't it work? Let's just double check all the buttons work. Double tap that. Yeah, brings up our songs. The touchscreen works fine. This is, I'm happy. I'm very, oh, let's check the camera. How are we looking? We're looking good. Thumbs up. Decent. How's the photo look? Flash. On. Let's see if this works. Yeah. Oh my. Everything else works. No issues. And the case itself, look at this, man. Can I just say, the improvement from, where's the other one? From this. Look at the grot. You should be able to see. Look at the grot and the grime. Look at it. All inside as well, man. Look. See on the side, all of that. The grime, the dirt. I did do a video, again, which you can see on my channel, which is me giving this a clean, apparently. Giving it a clean and trying to restore it as much as I can. But I thought this was screwed, man. I thought this button up here was why it wasn't working because of how dirty it is, etc. Turns out that's not the case. Also turns out it's not the flex cable. So what is it? But comparing that to this, look at that. I'm so happy with the case. I'm literally so happy with how it's turned out. Like, it is literally looking brand spanking new. So top credit to the seller for this house, and it is amazing. But if anyone in the comment section below can let me know what they think the issue might be with the power button. TLDR, it doesn't work when you click it. Not even if I crunch it as hard as I can, it doesn't work. But it did in the old casing. And for those who don't actually know, make sure you leave a comment just letting me know how beautiful, ignore the cracked screen, how beautiful the new case is. And if it brings back a little bit of nostalgia to your phone career. I almost actually forgot to put the SIM card tool back in. So just for the finishing touches, there it is. I can't actually turn it off now, is the issue. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really, really appreciate it, especially if you've stayed to the end of the video. Yes, I'm sweating, but would it really be a Joey Does Tech video if I didn't sweat? Whilst fixing something, I should probably add in there. I can't turn this phone off, so I'm just gonna have to let the battery die. But if you do know what the issue is with that top button, please let me know in the comment section down below. Other than that, make sure you enjoy your weekend, guys. Please thumbs up the video, it really, really helps the channel. Subscribe if you're new around here and you wanna see a little bit more content, and leave a comment letting me know that you've subscribed. Much lovage, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.